This will be the 30th vote to repeal or partially repeal the President's health care law. What do you hope to get out of it this time?
We need to be able to say now, again and again, is to the American people, there's a contrast. There's a difference between what we would do in the area of health care and what the President believes ought to be done. They believe that Washington knows best, that it ought to rule the day, that it ought to make these decisions. We believe that those decisions ought to be between patients and families and doctors.
Now, Dr. Rice, we know that you have had some ideas and actually legislation out there to repeal and replace the health care law. But when are we going to see that legislation, a Republican alternative, actually before the House being debated and eventually voted on?
When we are able to move forward with a repeal, it's important then to move in a rational, methodical, positive, deliberative way, bipartisan way, something that would be new here in Washington, to let the committees act.
Do you think that would be sometime next year? Give me some kind of planning range.
There's no reason for us to debate a bill that is our proposal for health care and pass it on to Harry Reid knowing that he's not going to do anything with it at all or treat it even with the integrity that it deserves. So we need an election.
We're moving up towards the August recess. This month, the House will be taking votes on health care. It will be also taking votes on the defense policy bill. It will also be taking votes on what to do with the expiring tax cuts of 2001 and 2003. Is there a pattern here? What is the Republican leadership trying to do with these series of votes going into election season?
We remain the minority party here in Washington. We don't have the Senate, we don't have the White House. So the role of the minority is different than the role of the majority. The role of the minority is to provide accountability, make certain that you hold the other folks to account, say this is what they have done. The nation will understand, if it doesn't already, that there's a choice between two futures. A future that says that Washington ought to be in charge of your life and dictate virtually every single aspect of your life, or a vision that says we believe in the exceptionalism of America. We believe in individuals being able to have the highest amount of opportunity available to them so they can realize their dreams.